Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rekakwadash Ma'ama. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, and the elders. Double honors to my elder as well, Harwan Banyasha Allah of the Lion's Den Camp. And salutations to the fellow Akim, Awafim, and children that believe in truth and in sincerity. It's your brother, I thank Allah, back to another lesson, and Yahweh Tazaz edifying. Just thinking about what's going on in the economy today, as those who are in the know, all right, and you have been blessed with eyes to see and ears to hear, you are witnessing the downfall of America, the downfall of a great kingdom, all right, by way of our Lord, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. And it just brought me to the thought of Daniel chapter 7, all right, not more so pertaining to the beginning of this chapter, basically Daniel translating and putting in perspective a dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, all right, the king of Babylon, the son of Nebuchadnezzar, all right. But I just want to go and start in Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18, all right, because this is getting ready to happen, all right. Ultimately, this chapter goes in and out between history and, speaking on mainly history, speaking on the ancient Roman Empire, all right, but here going into the fruition of what's to come in the future, all right, and why the ancient Roman Empire had to be revamped for things to continue to play out as it is written, all right. The Lord he does not stir nor move to the said measures be fulfilled, all right. Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17, the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he give it to whoever so he will, and he set up over it the basis of men, and that's what he has going on today, all right, as he set up Esau, Edom, to be the diabolical demon, to rule through wickedness throughout the four corners of the earth, through his blessing the sword, all right. But this is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 18, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever, right? The saints of the Most High, the hopeful elect, that's what we hastening, that's what we're hoping for, all right, ultimately to take the kingdom, all right. But before we are put in our righteous rulership and our righteous steed, all right, before Yahweh Shai comes and subdue these kingdoms and put them all up under his feet, all right, the Lord is setting his dominoes in order, so to speak, all right. So when one fall, it's going to be a domino effect, pertaining to prophecy, pertaining to what's going on throughout the four corners of the earth, the spiritual climate, the spiritual weather, pertaining to prophecy, all right. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, right? We're knowing and we're seeing the truth of the fourth beast. Scriptures that come to mind, Revelation chapter 20, all right, how that beast was healed, all right. But this time it's not going to be healed. It would have healed Babylon, but it's not going to be healed, all right. The plagues and the sins of this place have reached up to the heavens, so to speak. This verse 19, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which were diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, all right, going into what? The dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, all right, going into the statue, all right, the previous past captivities that us being the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been through, all right, Babylon, the Persian and the Medes, the Greek, the Rome, all right, leading up to the day to where we're here in this revamped Roman Empire, the second Egypt, being America, the Great. All right. So the truth of the fourth beast would be the ancient Roman Empire, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful. It was diverse from all the other empires, like Babylon, like the Persian and the Medes, like the Greek, all right, with Alexander, all right. With Rome came the western leg and the eastern leg of Rome, where you have today, in similar fashion. You have a Republican and a Democrat, the Senate, so on and so forth, all right? Roman infrastructure with the courts, concrete everywhere, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devoured, break in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet. And of the 10 horns which were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell, right? The 10 horns, ultimately, the ancient Roman Empire was set up with 10 common markets, all right? And today is put in place through the Treaty of Rome um, by way of the European Union and their accomplices of nations, but it's more than 10 now, all right? But it's going to lead to those 10 hating the whore, all right? It's prophesied in the scriptures, all right? And what? It says, and before whom three fell, the three that fell, I believe, earlier in this chapter, it goes into the French, the Spanish, and the British, all right? Out of the five, which was the French, the Spanish, the British, and the other two were Germania Major and the Germania Minor, all right? But again, the French, the Spanish, and the British, ultimately, who conquered and colonized our people. When you look at the history, all right, through the so-called Levi's, the tribe of Levi, Salakia, the so-called Haitians, they speak a broken down French, all right, being conquered by the French, all right, where they had a revolt, the Haitian revolt from the French, the Spaniards. If you're Hispanic, mainly the Northern Kingdom, um, the Hispanic tribes, you're his of Spain. All right, you are conquered by the Spaniards, meaning you're his of Spain. All right, Hispanic. All right, and the British ultimately, you see, they works today with the Queen finally putting the rest and her making her Brexit and exit. All right, out of this realm, to where they even had nations up under them. All right, different parts of Africa up under them, as well as the Caribbean islands, mainly Jamaica, is up under their was up under their guidance, so to speak. So it says, even of that horn that had eyes, and of a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. Right, his look was more stout than his fellows. Man, that's speaking on America. I beheld, all right, the revamped Roman Empire, all right, ultimately, this going into the ancient Roman Empire, but we can equate it today being the revamped Roman Empire, because what it had to be revamped for it to continue the prophecies to continue to play out to what we see today, man. The downfall of America, the downfall of Babylon the Great. This is Daniel 7:21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Right, and that's what they do. Psalms 83 try to cut us off from being a people, from being a nation. All right, and they persecute our people, oppress our people, on and on, man. Because the Lord has let until He be taken out of the way. Roughly paraphrasing. I believe that's Second Thessalonians. All right, until the Ancient of Days come and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom, man. And that's what we waiting on and we hoping for, and we seeing it being put in perspective, and the Lord is putting things in array. All right, He's lining things in order pertaining to prophecy, and all hell is getting ready to break loose. So, this is just a thought. All right, just going into Daniel chapter 7. All right, started at verse 18 to verse 23. All right, just a quick lesson. All right, maybe I'll come back and go more in depth, dabble with the history after watching the elders lesson, and eat. All right, we got to eat and get full so we can go out there and feed others. All right, but Shalom, Ahabatah, DTA, until the next one.